this weekend. Well, to get everything done. I thought about, you know, it's busy time.
I'll see you tomorrow.
But you guys are here for the same reason I am.
Yeah. 7:45, so now we're just waiting.
And it's good for you.
Yeah. I only had 3 of them yesterday, huh?
Thanks, Mark. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and turn it off.
Tell us to wait.
Right, yeah. But the email said that media would be let in at 9:45, so. Yeah. I'm actually going to restart it because I'm not even logged on to my Wi-Fi yet. So I'm going to get this Wi-Fi turned on, and then I'm going to reconnect here after that's on, so that it'll connect to the Wi-Fi too.
We're on a schedule.
How you doing? I'm good. How you doing? Good seeing you. Hey, Bill.
Okay. Follow me, please. Steps, okay, you need to take the elevator.
Yep.
Might get coffee there.
Yeah.
Be good. Yeah.
It's like, oh. Thank you.
Right.
up real quick, call us, and usually I can send him up there. He's really What we're gonna try to do is, cameras and stuff, we try to open this up. You just set up here, and we'll let reporters go, we'll set on this side, that way they won't be fighting each other for space.
Where did you want to?
If you're just gonna sit, we'll have the reporters sit over here, and if you got cameras or anything you wanna set up, we're gonna try to set them up on this side.
Okay, I got an iPad is all. Wherever.
Just whatever you can work out.
She was, she pleaded not, or she pleaded guilty to.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, she was found guilty. Yeah. Trial. She was trial. Yeah. She was found guilty, she got probation. And the place is changing hands, it's changing into something else now. Yeah, it's gonna go with the barbecue place. But yeah, she pled guilty to aggravated battery. It's like a taser. Taser, yeah, I told you they should have sold taser shots after that. With the, certificate of Florida. Yeah, they got out of the area. So.
Was that a drug issue or?
Yeah, the guy, he burned down the dude. He's up for 300.
And he's homeless, is that what he was, or was it?
No, he's got all kinds of negligence. He's smart than that. Because he's a club man. Because he stole his took a van, he transitions, and put it in some barn down in Pike County. Where'd you go?
I saw it the other morning, because that morning coming to work, it's like, oh, great, great.
No, I'm just getting rid of everything that's on the card so I can record it as well.
I'm sorry, I'm David Clayton.
Bill Schuler.
Yeah,
KHQA.
nice to see you. Yeah, okay. I'm the Marion County prosecutor, so, yeah, I'll be joining today, so.
You'll keep it up, you're gonna run out of room on these one sheets. You know? I thought 21 was impressive last year, man.
Check.
You're gonna have to move the 2 slides here for a long.
That's right.
Is Quincy having the, we read a lot about drug cases being filed and charged.
A lot of meth there, I see a lot of meth on here too.
Oh, thank you.
If you need JPEGs
I think it's.
pictures.
Oh, yeah, that would be great. Thank you so much. Wow. Yeah, jeez. It's food, but I love it.
And I live in kind of in the area, I'm not very far from, well, I'm
Not always
just
that
about
easy.
3 blocks.
No,
away from
no.
the county. And
So when you get it, it's
If you comes
good.
every now and then.
I'm Kirk Parsons.
Yeah, I'm Lauren Clow.
See
Hi,
different
Lauren.
people
Nice to
park
meet
in
you.
Parts of my
Why
neighborhood.
don't
Yeah.
we Kick FM
I'm with
page and all.
KHQA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've met, I don't remember your name, but I think we.
Mark.
Mark, I think we met during the tornado maybe?
Some of them.
Yes.
The tornado.
And I'm not doing
Good time to meet.
anything for what a year ago.
Yeah.
Like
That was definitely-
Starting out, out running early in the morning, I'll come up with somebody on the sidewalk who will be, you see them over there trying to will themselves invisible.
Well, you know, the scary thing to me is, somebody could stumble upon somebody out in the woods, I read where the National Congress is becoming an issue out west. I gotta go. Because people will be out manufacturing or, whatever, and you have.
Check, mic, check, 1, 2, check, wireless, check, microphone.
Again, turning loose or not, that's just frightening. Use the national parks and camping.
He got over at Springs last week.
Yeah.
Parts of town there that have large, some fairly large square blocks, pretty bad. And apartment complex not far from where my sister lives. In fact, my cousin that runs one of the apartment complexes. About every 6 weeks they got involved. Either have an arrest or somebody to move out, and they'll see if they've had meth activity in there.
Hey, it's good to see you. Yeah, right, David. Good to see
Doing
you.
well?
Yeah, very well. Thank you. Thank you, Sharp.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've been busy too. I've been reading up about you.
Yeah, it's been busy.
Yeah.
It's been busy.
What did they decide to do about the pool?
We had a couple options. One was to rebuild the whole thing from scratch, but then
wow.
the feasibility.
Okay.
Major rehab, but
was there, and then, you know, the private party wanted to come in and hire the lifeguard separately, and then, you know, have it from, because I think they closed at 6, so it would be 6 to 9 or something. And it was utilized quite a bit.
You pretty much live there in the
So,
summers.
yeah.
That's what I did. I'd ride my bike up to the pool. Hang out. I'd come back here for dinner, or if I had baseball practice that night, I'd have to come back. But when I think about my youth in the summers, it was at the pool.
Always at the pools. Well, it's a great resource for the community. It's centrally located. People can walk. You know, kids can walk. I'm gonna get a refill before we start it. So.
Make some sort of motion.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
Thank you very much. We have also shots and JPEG phone. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Hey, how are you? No.
We haven't been doing morning live shots here for the past 3 weeks.
I'll see.
You stand over there and we'll shut the door as soon as we get started here. Okay. All right, I want to thank everybody for attending our conference today. If you haven't already, we have a media packet over here along with a CD because we found in the past it's a little difficult to send out all that information with the photos, so there's a CD available for you at no charge. And once again, I want to thank everybody for being here today. At the end of the conference, if you would, I have my IT person there in the back, Eric Graham. If any of you would like to update your email addresses or your contacts, I appreciate that you would do that, because every now and then we find out there's been a change in emails or your company or something like that, and we want to make sure that we can always get a hold of you. At the end of the conference as well, out here on the table, this wooden table just outside this room, I'll have a couple detectives on hand that'll give you some examples of what some of the drugs look like. We're frequently asked that after we do a conference like this, so we have 3 or 4 examples of that as well. Okay, without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started. Once again, what this is about today is the completion of a large-scale drug investigation that our Hannibal Police Department drug detectives have conducted over the last several months. During the month of August, a total of 26 warrants were issued related to illegal drug activities within the city limits of Hannibal. The issuance of the warrants were the results of, as I said before, several months of investigation by our detectives assigned to narcotics investigations. The drugs ranged from heroin, methamphetamine, prescription drugs, and marijuana. The majority of those arrested were for charges of distribution or delivery of a controlled substance. Large-scale arrests such as this would not be possible without the cooperation of our local prosecuting offices. The bulk of those were handled by David Clayton's office here at Marion County, where 24 of those warrants were issued out of. Here are the mugshots of the individuals that the warrants were issued for. There's 26 total, as I said before. The top 21 were all for distribution, and the bottom 5 were all for felony possession of either methamphetamine or heroin. Also provided in your packet, you'll have a complete listing of their names, their ages, their city of origin, as well as their charges and their bond amounts. And before I turn it over to questions, I would like to offer the opportunity for Marion County Prosecutor David Clayton to say a few words if he would like.
Thank you, Chief. I want to thank the Hannibal Police Department for the opportunity to come and be heard today. There are 3 points that I just want to make briefly. This has been made possible, this operation, for 3 reasons. Number 1, communication. My office and the officers of the Hannibal Police Department have had great communication over the last few months. We nearly talk almost every day, and so that's made this possible. Number 2, coordination. As the Chief said, this is an operation that's been planned over several months, and we've worked together, and it has helped make this go very smoothly. Third, I think, and very importantly, is also transparency. Giving the community the information that they deserve, and so the community understands where their hard-earned taxpayer dollars are going. So I wanted to thank the department. They're out there working hard, and we're certainly glad to help and do all we can to curb the distribution and use of these hard drugs, which are really hurting our community. Thank you.
Is there any questions about anything?
Chief, are they any of these people interconnected in any way, or is this a big quote unquote ring, or are these just 26 different individuals that you guys just happen to stumble upon as you're doing investigations?
Well, you'll always find an interrelation often in things like this, but as far as a collected ring, not so much. But what it does illustrate is there is a widespread problem, and what we do is we chase the crime, not the individual. You know, we go wherever the information leads us, and we develop our cases accordingly. So as you can see from the wide range of drugs that we mentioned, everything from the methamphetamine to the heroin, prescription pills, cocaine, crack cocaine, is our main driving force. We firmly believe here at the police department that illegal drug distribution, especially the use of it, leads a lot to our violent crime, and we really focus on destabilizing that endeavor so that we don't see the spikes in violent crime, and hopefully we can add to the quality of life in our community.
Hey, Don, if I could just follow up, one thing that I want to mention, we all want to remind people that all suspects are presumed innocent until proven guilty. So it's important for the community to understand that. And we have an interesting cross-section of individuals here. Some are first-time offenders, alleged first-time offenders, and some are repeat offenders. So it's important that the community understands we're going to do all we can to try to help treat the people who are amenable to treatment. And for those who are repeat offenders who treatment hasn't taken or simply unwilling or unable to, then we're going to look to more serious punishment like Department of Corrections. So we want to balance this out, give the people the opportunity to try to get help, but at the same time, for those who simply hasn't worked, then we can look at like a Department of Corrections sentence. So.
But I would just like to say again, for a department our size, an operation like this takes a lot of work. There was a lot of dedication by our drug detectives, as well as a tremendous cooperation with the Marion County and Ross County Prosecuting Office. Mr. Clayton and his office have been wonderful to work with. It's been very refreshing, and like I said, we couldn't get results like this without that type of cooperation. So I think it says a lot about what everybody's trying to do to enhance our community and make it a better place. Any other follow-up questions? Yes, sir.
Is there any one drug that, and not that you're worried about any specific one, but is there one that you're surprised that you found more than you have in the past? It looks like, I know the last time you did this, it seemed like there were a lot of heroin arrests, there's a lot of methamphetamine arrests on here. Is there anything, quote unquote, taking hold that you didn't see beforehand?
Well, obviously heroin continues to be a problem. That causes a lot of concern with us because, as many of you probably have already reported on, it often leads to death, overdose. But we're also seeing an increase in the type of methamphetamine, the particular ice what you hear a lot about in the media is becoming a concern, and a lot of it actually comes from the country of Mexico. So even though there's been a lot of efforts with the Missouri legislation and law enforcement, as well as trying to stomp out meth, it's found a new avenue to get into the country, and it's arriving on in our city limits.
So this is more the ice than the shake and bake stuff that you see?
My understanding from my drug detectives, they're seeing an increase in the distribution of ice in the community, but heroin is also, like I said, it's an up-and-coming drug and has been for the last 3 years. So meth is still the predominant drug, especially in this particular roundup, but heroin is becoming a strong contender. And also, there's only one particular arrest in here for prescription drugs, but prescription drug abuse, as well as dealing with prescription drugs, is also sometimes a very unreported problem, but it's a problem in our society as well. Any other questions? All right, David, anything follow up?
No.
All right. Thank you very much for showing up, and if you need anything else from us, let us know. If there's anybody that would like to see some shots of the actual drugs that we're talking about, they'll be on display out here. And once again, thank you for attending our conference. Thank you.